Welcome to Tech Nation. In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 drones of 2021. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Searching for the best drone you could buy? Whether you're a novice pilot in search of your first flying machine or a seasoned aerial enthusiast looking to upgrade to a pro drone, we've reviewed and ranked all of the best drones available in 2021. Number 10, DJI Mavic Pro. Still worth considering if you can find stock. It's now been superseded by the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, see above, but this is still one of the best consumer drones around, and now it's more affordable too. Until the DJI Spark came along, the Mavic Pro was the smallest drone on DJI's lineup. Don't let its diminutive size fool you though. This pint-sized flyer boasts the kind of performance that DJI's larger drones are famous for. The camera is mounted on a gimbal, which is unusual for drones of this size. It delivers fantastic results with both photos and video in good lighting, although the small size of the sensor means low-light shooting can sometimes be tricky. The Mavic Pro has a top speed of around 40 miles per hour, so it's no slouch in that department, and the battery is good for around 20 to 25 minutes of aerial action. As is the case with other DJI drones, the Mavic Pro comes with a dedicated remote control that uses your phone's display to show you exactly what the device is seeing. Range is quoted as being over 4 miles, giving you the opportunity to capture some amazing stills and video without worrying about the connection dropping. Number 9, Parrot Andify. A tiny drone with incredible camera range. This lightweight, bug-like drone might be small, but its photography chops are among the most impressive around. Its camera has 180 degrees of vertical range, which enables it to take photos directly upwards, a feat no other drone can match. It also has a 2.8x zoomable lens with no image quality reduction. The Parrot Andify is particularly good choice for selfie fans. Its Follow Me mode tracks your movements, adjusting automatically for more photogenic angles, and its Smart Dronies modes, Orbit, Parabola, Boomerang, and Tornado cause the drone to fly around you in various circles and arcs. Number 8, PowerVision PowerEgg X, an all-weather drone that converts into a handheld camera. Ignore the culinary name. The PowerEgg X is a flyer, not a fryer. And in a market dominated by drones that don't like water, PowerVision's aerial orb is distinctive in its ability to fly in the rain and land on lakes with the Wizard bundle. Image quality is affected by the plastic waterproof housing, but being able to operate in and float upon the wet stuff opens up a range of creative possibilities. So, 2 does the versatile modular design. The PowerEgg X can be deployed as a handheld gimbal camera and an autonomous AI camera, which can be mounted to a tripod and controlled with hand gestures. The flip side of the adaptable setup is that it's slower to deploy. It might be lightweight, but removing the protective casing from the body, adding the propeller arms, and setting up the controller takes a few minutes. Image quality isn't class-leading either. The PowerEgg X does produce decent, detailed 4K footage in bright conditions, but the fixed aperture, fixed focus 12MP 2.8-inch CMOS sensor can't compete with DJI's Mavic drones. It's also not currently possible to record in RAW video formats. Still, for short, sharp video sequences in bad weather, the PowerEgg X is one of the best options around. Number 7, DJI Phantom 4 Pro version 2.0. Still a great option for pros who need a sturdy, powerful quadcopter. DJI's Phantom range was the series that really took its drones to new heights, and while the Phantom 4 Pro version 2.0 isn't the newest model in this list, it remains a fine option for professionals who need something sturdy and reliable for windy conditions. Launched in 2008, the Phantom 4 Pro version 2.0 was a big upgrade on the Phantom 4, bringing vastly improved obstacle avoidance and intelligent flight modes with active track. Its 20-mile-per-hour 1-inch sensor can also shoot impressive raw stills and 4K 60p video at 100 Mbps in the D-Log color profile. Of course, the Phantom 4 Pro version 2.0 size, it weighs 1,375 grams, means it isn't as convenient as the foldable Mavic 2 Pro, which also has a 20MP 1-inch sensor, but it does also bring a mechanical shutter for avoiding rolling shutter, and boasts a higher 4K frame rate than its smaller siblings. With some excellent handling and 30 minutes of flight time, it's certainly worth considering if you need to shoot high-quality aerial stills and video in challenging weather that might be too much for the Mavic 2 Pro. Number 6. Ryze Tello. A straightforward flyer that's affordable and fun. Simple, lightweight, and affordable, the Ryze Tello is designed to be a fun drone for first-time flyers. And despite its budget price tag, the Tello offers plenty. The battery serves up a reasonable 13 minutes of flight time, while downward-facing light sensors allow the Tello to hover in place and perform a handful of automated tricks. Image quality from the nose-mounted 5MP camera is less impressive, with a limited dynamic range and noticeable compression artifacts when streaming 720p HD videos. Because video is beamed directly to your smartphone, the frame rate is affected by any drop in connection strength. That said, the app is refreshingly simple and makes for a straightforward way to pilot the Tello, with an on-screen twin-stick setup that's rewardingly responsive. The theoretical range is 100 m, but 30 to 40 m is more realistic, which, given how even the slightest breeze can blow the 80G Tello off course, is not necessarily a bad thing. Number 5. DJI Mavic Mini. Still a fine choice for beginners if you don't need 4K video. It's now been succeeded by the DJI Mini 2, but this ultra-compact drone will remain on sale, and that's good news for anyone who needs a slightly more affordable palm-sized drone with impressive video quality. Compared to its newer sibling, you miss out on a raw photo capture, OcuSync 2.0 connectivity for improved range, and some new motors. But the Mavic Mini is otherwise very competitive and still streaks ahead of any other drone in its weight category. Just like on the Mini 2, it's a shame there's no active track object tracking or follow me function. But if you're simply looking to take your first step in aerial photography or videography, the Mavic Mini is a great option. We'll be keeping a close eye on its price tag too, to see if it moves further into super bargain territory. Number 4. DJI Mavic 2 Zoom. A lightweight flyer with truly useful optical zoom. The DJI Mavic 2 Zoom is largely identical to the Mavic 2 Pro, apart from one crucial difference: its camera system. While both drones are incredibly portable, sharing the same lightweight foldable design and offers a range of high-spec features, the Zoom pairs a smaller 12MP sensor with a 24 to 48mm optical zoom lens. That means you can capture close-up shots of subjects like people, while still maintaining the safe and legal distance of 50m. Because of the smaller sensor, image quality doesn't quite match the Mavic 2 Pro, and the 2.8 aperture is fixed, but photos and videos are still more than good enough for professional use. The real boon is that zoom lens, which unlocks a world of creative shooting potential. Range is good, distortion minimal, and control is intuitive via the partner app. On top of that, you get all of the intelligent flight modes you'd expect from a DJI drone, including active track and hyperlapse, as well as a decent 30-minute flight time. If you want a drone with zoom, this is the one for you. Number 3. DJI Mini 2. The best drone for beginners, now with 4K powers. One of our few complaints about the DJI Mavic Mini was that it couldn't shoot 4K video. This excellent successor fixes that, while giving us a few extra treats in the process. The Mini 2 has the same ultra-compact design as before, making it the joint smallest drone in DJI's lineup, but comes with a new controller that boosts its range, thanks to OcuSync 2.0 connectivity, and delivers a more polished flying experience. Like the Mavic Mini, it's packed with a generous selection of beginner-friendly quick-shot modes, which sees the drone perform pre-programmed moves. Number 2. DJI Mavic 2 Pro. Still the king of premium drones, the DJI Mavic 2 Pro remains the best premium drone you can buy for a few reasons. It has a large sensor, it is a joy to fly, and the foldable design makes it portable and travel-friendly. If you need zoom or serious portability, then the Mavic 2 Zoom and Mavic Mini are worth investigating. But otherwise, this is a fine all-rounder for those who need a bit more quality than the Mavic Air 2. Its 20 miles per hour 1-inch sensor is capable of shooting raw stills and 4K video at 30 FPS, while the aperture is adjustable between 2.8 and 11, which means less than for ND filters. What's more, despite its impressive skill set, the Mavic 2 Pro is easy to fly and intuitive to control using its partner app, while a range of intelligent shooting and flight modes make capturing cinematic shots a cinch. Number 1. DJI Mavic Air 2. The best drone for most people. A dramatic improvement on the original Mavic Air, the Mavic Air 2 is the best all-rounder drone for beginners and hobbyists. Like a mini version of the Mavic 2 Pro, it combines the ability to shoot excellent 4K 60p video, a huge range of shooting features, and an impressive 34-minute flight time. A new half-inch sensor ensures better ISO performance than its predecessor and supports slow-mo 1080p video up to 240 frames per second. The Mavic Air 2's new controller, meanwhile, brings OcuSync 2.0 connectivity, which boosts its range up to 10 kilometers and improves the stability of its signal to the DJI Fly app. With subject tracking and all of the familiar quick-shot automated modes, it's the perfect sweet spot between the more basic DJI Mavic Mini and pricier Mavic 2 series. What did you think about our video? What drone do you like the most? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go for future updates.